Hi there, this is Rick from GFix Creative, and in this video I'm going to show you how to crop your images in Adobe Photoshop. Let's get started right away. Go to your tools panel here, your tools bar here, and select the crop tool, and you will have a kind of frame that looks like this. Or it might look differently, but the technique will be almost the same. And okay, if you want to crop your image, for example, you want to get this part of your image, just click, drag like this, and then you double click, press enter or return on your keyboard, or simply press this check mark here to commit the crop. I will undo this to show you some other techniques, other ways to do that. Let's say you want to crop the image, but you want to keep the proportions of this rectangle. To do that, you come here, up here, and by the way, you will see that we have a lot of presets here you can choose from, depending on what you want to do. You can choose all that here, but let's come to what we want to do. If I want to keep the proportions of this image while cropping it, I come here and I choose original ratio, and then if I click and drag, I will not be able to push that in, but I will be able to retain the proportions for this image. After doing this, just double click and you will be okay. Now let's say I will undo that, Command Z or Command Z. Let's say I want to crop this image to a precise number, precise size or pixel, I don't know. To do that, you just come here. Let's say I want to crop this image 800 pixels by, I don't know, 500 pixels. You just come here and you dial in those dimensions that you want to for this image, and you will see that will automatically resize that for you here. You might ask yourself, but pixels, what about centimeters, what about inches? Yes, you can do that. To do that, you come here in the same way. For example, let's say 10 centimeters. We type 10 cm, just to see, by, I don't know, 20 cm, and you will have it in the same way. Let's say if you want to crop it in inches, you can have 10 inches by, let's say, 30 inches, and so on and so forth. Then you just click and you will have the proportions to crop that. Let me undo that. Let's say you want to crop the image. Let's just undo this. You want to crop the image, but you want to select the section, the part of this image you want to crop. Let me be clear about that. I will bring that back to original. I want to keep the original aspect. I decided how much I want to crop the image, but then I think I think to myself, but I would like to have this part rather than this part here. Very easy to do that. Just click. You just move like this. You see, I click. I'm moving the image in that frame so that I decide which part I want to crop. After doing that, just enter, return, or you just click the check mark here and you get it. You might be asking yourself, let me undo that. What about those things here? Let me just show you what that does. If this is activated, delete crop pixel is activated, let's just see what happened. Say I crop this image, I crop this, double click, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this into a normal layer. Look what happened. It crops all the pixels around the image. Let me undo that and show you the contrary. If that is not selected from the image, I double click, it automatically converts into a normal layer. But then look when I drag that. I'm activating the move tool. Look at that. it does not crop, it does not remove all that section of that of the image. It keeps it. I can still work with it, move it around, and keep on working with it. Let me undo that. Go back here. Let's talk about this one. This is the tool to straighten an image here. Let's say, just for the sake of demonstration, this image is not properly leveled. Okay, I use this. I can still the crop tool selected. Click on this little ruler. You will see my cursor turn into a small ruler and a plus to its left. I select the part of the image I want to straighten. Let's say I want to straighten this. I click and hold, drag, let go, and bang, my image is straightened. Something else, you might be asking yourself also, what about this here, right? This determines the kind of grid you want to see display here. This is called the rule of third grid. Okay, the rule of third grid. But if you want something else, you just come here, diagonal, come here, diagonal. You just select this, and so on. But let me just put this here. And now you know how to crop an image in Photoshop, right? See you in the next movie. Bye-bye.